8 celebrities who were real spies. 1. Josephine Baker. Baker left America at 19 to escape discrimination. She settled in Paris, France. By the late 1920s, she was the highest-paid entertainer in Europe. Baker attended German embassy parties. She didn't need to use aliases or disguises. She openly made notes on her palms. She wrote down any overheard information. Even after Germany occupied France, Baker continued. She hid resistance fighters at her chateau. She smuggled out notes on her tours. 2. Carrie Grant. Grant allegedly worked for both the FBI and British intelligence. He helped them ferret out Nazi sympathizers in Hollywood. Grant volunteered to work for J. Edgar Hoover. He spied on Barbara Hutton's German husband, Count von Reventlow. Grant married Hutton in 1942 after she divorced the Count. 3. Harry Houdini. The magician was recruited by British military intelligence. He performed in Germany and Russia before World War I. Houdini took note of troop movements and military equipment. He filed regular intelligence briefings with London. One area of particular interest was heavier than air flying machines. Houdini took notice of German progress in this area. 4. Christopher Lee. Lee served with the long-range desert patrol during World War II. He fought in North Africa and helped retake Sicily. He spoke French, Italian, and German fluently. After the war, he was seconded to the Central Registry of War Criminals and Security Suspects. He helped track down Nazi war criminals. He retired from the RAF in 1946 at the age of 24. 5. John Steinbeck. During the Cold War, Steinbeck spied on the communists. In 1952, he was offered to tour the Mediterranean. He sent a letter to CIA head Walter Beadle Smith. Steinbeck volunteered his services as a spy. Smith approved his proposal. Every Thursday, Steinbeck reported to the CIA, but little is known about his specific activities. 6. Morris Moberg. In 1939, Berg quit baseball. In 1943, he was recruited by the Office of Strategic Services. Berg's job was to learn about the German nuclear program. He interviewed Italian scientists. He attended a lecture by Werner Heisenberg. Berg was supposed to kill him if he judged him a threat. They even had dinner together. But Berg concluded that Heisenberg had low confidence in Germany. In 1952, Berg was hired by the CIA. They wanted him to gather information about Soviet atomic science. 7. Greta Garbo. Garbo retired from acting in 1935. The former actress had a more important agenda. She was a spy for the Allied forces. She was even involved in one historical mission. Garbo had to transport a man from Copenhagen to Britain. She was accompanied by Winston Churchill's envoy. The man they smuggled out was Niels Bohr. Ultimately, he helped develop the atomic bomb. 8. Ian Fleming. Fleming was the man who created James Bond. During World War II, he served with MI5. It was the British counter-espionage department. Fleming came up with plenty of ideas. He devised various deception operations against Germany. It was Fleming who suggested planting false info on a corpse. This idea was used for the highly successful Operation Mincemeat. A fellow naval officer in Spies said,
"Fleming is charming to be with, but would sell his own grandmother. I like him a lot."